Welcome to AI ConvoCast, where we bring you the latest in AI and tech innovation. Quick housekeeping. Check out the affiliate links in our description. Using them supports the show, and please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Let's jump right in.
Today we will be covering OpenAI's new age prediction feature rolling out in ChatGPT, Anthropic's major revision to Claude's constitutional framework, and Microsoft's decision to pull Copilot from WhatsApp. Let's jump right into our first story. OpenAI has deployed an age prediction system within ChatGPT that attempts to determine whether a user is under 18 years old. This feature is now rolling out globally, with expanded implementation planned specifically for the European Union. The system works by analyzing several signals, including the age a user declared when signing up, how old their account is, and their general usage patterns over time. When the system flags an account as likely belonging to a minor, that user will automatically receive stricter content safeguards and more limited access to certain types of interactions. Now, if you're an adult and the system incorrectly identifies you as a minor, OpenAI has built in a verification process. You can confirm your actual age through a selfie-based check, which should restore full access to the platform. This applies across all consumer tiers of ChatGPT, so whether you're on the free plan or a paid subscription, the same protections and verification options are available. An OpenAI spokesperson commented on the rollout saying, "We're strengthening protections for younger users while preserving access for adults." This move comes as regulators worldwide have been paying closer attention to how AI platforms handle interactions with minors, so OpenAI appears to be getting ahead of potential requirements by building these safeguards directly into the product. Moving on to Anthropic, the company behind Claude has just released a significant update to what they call Claude's Constitution. For those unfamiliar, the Constitution is essentially the ethical framework that guides how Claude behaves and responds to users. It's the foundational document that shapes the model's values and decision-making process. This marks the first major revision since the original Constitution was published back in 2023, so it represents years of learning and refinement. The updated document expands guidance in several key areas, including safety considerations, questions around model agency, and general behavioral principles. There's added nuance around how Claude should interpret user intent, how it handles potentially harmful outputs, and interestingly, how the system thinks about its own identity. This revision coincided with CEO Dario Amadei's appearance at Davos, giving the announcement a prominent stage. In a briefing cited by TechCrunch, Anthropic described the update by saying, "It's a clearer statement of what kind of entity we want Claude to be." The company has long positioned itself around what they call constitutional AI, which differs from approaches that rely more heavily on reinforcement learning from human feedback. This update reinforces that distinction and suggests Anthropic is doubling down on their unique approach to building AI systems that behave according to clearly articulated principles. Now, for something a bit different, Microsoft has officially discontinued Copilot on WhatsApp, and this one involves some interesting dynamics between major tech platforms. The shutdown was triggered by a meta policy change that now bans large language model chatbots from operating on WhatsApp Business. So this wasn't necessarily Microsoft's choice, but rather a response to rules set by the platform owner. One important detail for anyone who is using Copilot through WhatsApp is that your chat history will not migrate anywhere. Because those sessions were unauthenticated, there's no way to transfer that conversation data to another platform. Microsoft advised users to export their chats before the January 15th cutoff date if they wanted to preserve any of that information. A Microsoft blog statement confirmed the timeline, saying Copilot on WhatsApp will remain available through January 15, 2026. The good news is that Copilot isn't going anywhere overall. You can still access it through the web interface and dedicated mobile apps. But this situation does highlight some of the challenges that come with distributing AI assistants through third-party messaging platforms. When you build on someone else's infrastructure, you're subject to their rules, and those rules can change. This could have implications for how companies think about AI integrations with messaging apps going forward. For now, though, if you were a Copilot on WhatsApp user, your options are to switch to the standalone Copilot apps or access it through your browser. These developments show companies actively refining how their AI products interact with users across different contexts, whether that means protecting younger users, clarifying the ethical foundations of AI behavior, or navigating the complex relationships between platforms.
Thank you for listening to AI ConvoCast. Please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Thanks and hope to see you again next time.